Welcome to the Mortgage Broker Podcast, tailor-made for Canadian mortgage industry professionals. Proudly presented by A Better Way Mortgage Group, this podcast is your trusted source for insider insights, market updates, and strategies to elevate your career in the ever-evolving world of mortgage brokering. Whether you're a seasoned broker with A Better Way Mortgage Group or an industry enthusiast looking to stay ahead, our episodes are designed to empower you with the knowledge and tools you need to excel in the Canadian mortgage space. Yeah, so moving on, like the big picture headline, record year for us at A Better Way since inception. So, A Better Way launched just over 11 years ago. Had some obviously record years throughout the COVID years, had some down years after COVID from a perspective of the high. So to have not only a record year, it is remarkable because it was also substantially higher than the previous record year. So yeah, why don't we just kind of dive into some of the numbers and just have a quick look at that? And again, like I think a lot of people in the industry, outside of A Better Way are probably having similar type, percentage of increase here. So let's dive in.
Yeah, so year over year, we're up by 1.3 billion, which landed us at a total of 4.1 billion for 2025. And, the cool thing about that, I mean, you can talk billions and millions all day, but the cool thing that we like to look at is, how many additional families did our agents serve? How many people did we help collectively? And the number is quite substantial. It's over 1,900 additional families were able to get a mortgage through in A Better Way agent in 2025, which is just so cool. And sidebar to that, mortgage, life, and disability insurance, which is such a key component, a significant number. We're up 300% on MPP sales compared to the previous year, which, at the end of the day, we just look at that and that's 300% more families that are protected from the unknown, right? Which is really cool to see.
Like obviously a huge kudos to our agents constantly leveling up, like what we talked about, the events, making a presence there, trying to get better, trying to educate themselves, find a way to, just do more business or help more families, constantly looking to integrate the tools, tech, and training that we provided at A Better Way, DLCG, the Canadian Mortgage app, Velocity, Gold Rush, all these pieces play a role in this success and so much more of that to come for 2026. We got some really cool stuff in the works when it comes to getting more business, implementing these tools and the new AI tools that we've been putting a lot of work into, especially from a DLCG perspective. We're talking millions of dollars of investments into these segments. So that's, of course, plays a part in all of this.
Yeah, I mean, looking at 1,900 plus families served, I mean, that's really the end goal. When we look at this is, how many families are we helping get into, a mortgage or, change their situation? And, when we look at growth of the company, I think, you look at it in one of two ways. It's the brokers that you have in the company building and expanding on their own business with all the tools that Dina just mentioned. But you also look at what you're bringing into the company. And, we've been fortunate this year to bring in some of the top talent from some of the banks that are inevitably our competitors from the mobile mortgage specialist side and, other brokerages from within the industry. And, that's also kudos to our brokers because our brokers are out there saying, hey, this is a great place to work and a great place to be. And you guys should be a part of the culture and take advantage of some of the things that we're doing from, a macro training perspective. So, we've had a lot of substantial growth this year from outside in as well as inside out. And, that's really helping us serve, the Canadian mortgage family.
Another really important piece in this is, to be able to scale is one thing, to be able to grow is one thing, but like, can you scale without chaos is very important. And especially in the financial industry where, things can go array pretty quickly. I just want to touch on, some of our team and some of the improvements that we've made and some of the really key hires that we brought over. So Justin Noda is one to mention, actually the most recent fellow that we brought over from another brokerage. So he's our Chief Compliance and Operations Officer, like just ample experience. We've done podcasts with Justin. So if you want to know more about him, you can go deep on that one. But a really, really key hire this year, supporting us from a compliance perspective, some operational components of that, but really heavily is focusing on the compliance because we're in the business of protecting our agents. And the compliance in this industry is constantly changing, constantly getting harsher. And at the end of the day, to my point, scale without chaos. How do you manage that without an effective team behind you, right? And we never want to put people in a position where, we're growing and there's 4 billion and, maybe there's 1 trillion, but if the backing isn't there to support them, we would never feel comfortable with that. So that's one piece. Yeah. Secondly, so we brought over an EA and communications manager, which is Nilüfer Pereira, absolute game changer for us, really buying back our time, allowing us to spend more time with our agents on proactive, productive conversations. Raya Balaba has been a huge resource. We've really improved our onboarding department in 2025. Just massive, massive improvement. I mean, Jason's on the front lines of that. He can speak to that as well. We also introduced a BRM role, which is really to support a white glove onboarding service after the broker has been onboarded. These BRMs are there to work day in, day out with the agents, work on transactions, but also all the tech, the tools, the systems, everything that comes with a Better Way. It's really to hold their hand, for the first few months to make sure that everything is dialed, in their face and they know exactly where to go for any task that they need. And Daniel Spears was a big part of 2025 as well, which was our AML officer consultant, 25 plus years of strictly AML experience, so he's seen it all. And, AML and FinTrack being a new piece for our industry, we just couldn't take that lightly. And listen, we knew that we were not AML specialists and we weren't going to be able to learn it over the course of 6 months. So we took the approach of hiring someone with ample experience. And he's really, really helped us, get our policies in place and build a roadmap for what we need to achieve and to support our agents.
Thank you for tuning in. If you found value in this show, please subscribe to our channel on your preferred platform. We're available on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube. Your support is incredibly appreciated. We also welcome your reviews and feedback, which are crucial in helping us deliver outstanding educational content. Feel free to share your thoughts. A 5-star review would be fantastic if you think we earned it. Lastly, a vital announcement about Backpack Buddies, our chosen charity for 2025. This remarkable organization addresses a hidden hunger issue many are unaware of in British Columbia. While school districts provide meals during school hours, numerous children face food scarcity at home, particularly during the weekends. Backpack Buddies steps in to support these vulnerable children, ensuring they have easy to prepare, familiar food for weekends. This is achieved through collaborations with schools and an extensive distribution network. Your contribution can make a significant difference. With just $20, you can give a child in need a food bag from Backpack Buddies filled with enough meals and snacks to sustain them over the weekend and more. Once again, thank you for listening and see you on the next one.